So we got a whole month for gamers, and honestly, this is a mess. This is honestly just a mess. But hi, my name is Isaiah. Welcome to an E3 special on the ICR channel, and we are going to experience something. Really something. I have no idea what to expect, honestly. There's just a lot of stuff happening. I have no idea. I'm literally finding this out last minute before I was recording, but I want to get through this topic. Just to remind you guys what E3 is. E3 is basically where major companies would just hold presentations and announce games in a special way that will surprise us fans or gamers, whatever. I miss that feeling, and I haven't done that since 2019. It was Nintendo Direct's E3 presentation for Breath of the Wild sequel, and that's something that I'm looking forward to. And I don't know if Nintendo is going to be announcing that or talking about it this month. If not, then I'll be generally disappointed, and I know that they're going to announce it later on, but I hope to God that they'll announce something major. So I'm just waiting. But all I know is that I will be reacting to other companies and talk about their games, and see what they have stored for E3 or the Summer Games Fest. Because right now, all I know is that Nintendo's going to be the last company to hold their presentation or to hold an event or whatever. And it's actually the last day of E3, which is on the 15th. First day of E3 is Saturday, June 12th. And I still don't know the schedule. That's the problem, and I'll get to that later. E3 was not held in 2020 because of the pandemic, because E3 used to be, or is supposed to be, an event where everyone would just go into the building, go to an actual presentation, go to the stage, theater, whatever, and look at the presentation. Like Microsoft, Sony, even though Sony didn't hold their presentation in 2019, and they were gonna ditch 2020 anyways, and they're still gonna ditch 2021. I don't know what Sony is doing, but it's whatever. E3 was skipped in 2020, and instead of E3, we have the Summer Games Fest. There was a Summer Games Fest in 2020 to replace E3, and that way games, or like game companies, would announce their games during the Summer Games Fest. And now Summer Games Fest is gonna be showing or being present in 2021, which is this is the weird this is the weird part that's gonna be happening. So since the Summer Games Fest is holding, E3 is holding, and that messes up the schedule, because usually E3 used to be starting on Tuesday through Thursday, I think Thursday or Friday. It was being held for like 3 to 4 days. And instead of Tuesday starting, it's going to be Saturday that's starting, which is weird, messing up the whole schedule. And Summer Games Fest is going to be starting on June 10th, which is a couple days before the actual E3 start. That is weird, because now I'm looking at it, like I'm looking at all the presentation or scheduling. The last I read was Xbox holding their presentation on June 10th or June 9th. I don't know. It's still weird. I still don't know the schedule, and that's messing up my head. I have no idea what's happening because of this whole complication and the whole pandemic or whatever. They're still gonna do this virtually. It's not gonna be in person. E3 is doing their own thing. It's honestly a mess. I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly a mess, but I'm still looking forward to what these companies are gonna be presenting. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to discover. There's a lot going on. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just a mess. Game Fest is starting on June 10th. E3 is starting on June 12th. And the Summer Games Fest happens over a month. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how Summer Games Fest work. I have no idea what to expect because of the Summer Games Fest and E3. I don't know how that's going to work, but I have to keep myself updated at all times. Whatever is happening on the first day of Summer Games Fest, I will be reacting to those and see what I can really talk about. But all I care about is Nintendo. Nintendo, if you have something, I hope to God you have something, because I will talk about their predictions next time. But in the meantime, love yourself, don't procrastinate, sayonara.